Hello, guys. Welcome, everyone. We just joined starting in 5 minutes. Thank you for joining in, Sandeep, Prashant,
Thank
Alina,
you.
Sajjad,
Thank you,
Mohammed.
Ant.
Hi, Neha. Hi, Navid. Hi, Prashant.
Hi everyone. I'm happy to joining you.
All right, great.
No, no, it's going very well. Some unexplained things also are happening. Things are just popping out of nowhere now. Because today morning also I got an inquiry out of nowhere. And let's see, maybe sometime tomorrow I'll have an answer on that as well. So yeah, it's the focus. It is the
Yeah,
videos for sure. It is the consistency that is paying off now. And I can see it.
great. So, how's the belief change happening for you? Do you feel that change in your beliefs?
Every day, every moment. In fact, a lot of my
Hi,
in my
good
family,
evening,
my
everyone.
wife is surprised, my daughter is surprised.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there is a
please go.
change, it's visible,
Mm-hmm.
and people around me are seeing it. So yeah,
Okay.
thanks for asking.
Great, yeah, Raji. Great, yeah, Peter. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, anyways, we are working on a bigger mission than just 3, 4 months. So, we're just all here to put it in the right way. Okay. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I'm just starting in now. It's already time. So, first of all, thank you so much for joining in. And before we start, I want to answer one question honestly. Do you believe in yourself as a salesperson or as a realtor?
Yes, I
Not
do.
not
Yes,
hope,
yes.
not motivation. So all those guys, we will just have us this thing. You can all put it in the chat. The chat box is open. I would be taking all the questions in the end from you. How are you struggling in? What is happening? So we will all answer that. People who've been in the webinar before with me, the training webinars before, they know that I'm there with you in terms of addressing your questions. So I'll look into that, but I'll just take you through what I have to share with you, and it's an interactive webinar. Um, and what I want to do today is don't want to put a hope for you, give you any motivation, but I believe that if there is a belief that I can win, I can be a realtor, I can be a successful realtor, then we all can, because cold calling doesn't fail, weak belief do. Most realtors tell me that cold calling is dead, people don't answer phones, leads don't convert, and they get ghosted, and it's a waste of time. But the truth is, especially in Dubai, that methods don't fail, people quit. Cold calling is not about scripts, it's not about uh, just saying the words as you read it out. It's about certainty in your voice, because if you don't believe you deserve the deal or you can help the person on the other side of the phone, your tone tells, and the client whom you're speaking to understands even before you open your mouth or you say the first word. So today's session is about resetting that belief and giving you exact usable tools to execute. So what we are going to cover today is in next 45 minutes, I'm going to show you why cold calling still works in Dubai when done right. The biggest belief mistakes that kill calls before they start. How top agents sound confident without sounding like a salesperson. And the exact way to open calls so resistance drops instantly. I'll just give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Aanant Bisht, and I have personally been a realtor before, where I started in 2018. I was selling Dubai MR properties, and initially when I started, it was very very difficult for me because I was absolutely new to the country. I didn't know anything, and the way I built up is cold calling was one of the bigger foundations that I used to sell the property, sell Dubai real estate, and these same scripts I have used to close millions of dirhams in commission. And in a period of 14 months, I sold over 96 million worth of real estate and made over 2.4 million dirhams in commission. So, today's session, we are going to be also giving at the end complete ebook about the exact scripts, what you can use word to word, the scripts that I use, which can you can actually literally read and use. No theory, no motivation, just execution. So till the end, and this alone can change how your calls go from tomorrow. Okay, so that is my goal. That is my agenda for the today's webinar, and I'm just going to get in. So the first lie. Okay, most agents believe that cold calling is dead. People don't answer phones. Leads don't convert. Do you tell your do you yourself tell a lie like this, or have you heard a lie like this? If you can just put it in a chat box. Wow, Ripin, thank you so much for sharing. Cold calling works. Yeah, it does work. Okay. But this is the lie we live with. Sometimes we've all heard this that, it doesn't, I don't want to call because cold calling doesn't work. Okay. The truth is, cold calling doesn't fail. Average mindset does. Methods don't fail. People quit. Okay. I came to Dubai in 2018, and when I came, the market was really slow. Those of you who have been in Dubai market since 2018, you understand that how the market was. There weren't any deals. The sales centers were empty. The secondary properties were giving a very big challenge to the off-plan properties because you were getting properties minus OP, and the developer was trying to sell it at a higher price, but things were not working out. I came to Dubai, sat in Dubai's Greek Harbor Sales Center, and I called. There was no solid pipeline. I didn't know buyers, but I have put together a whole list of pipeline because I was able to do those calls. Okay. And these are the exact strategies that I am going to be putting in today, where how you can exactly use the words and what probably you can understand what you are doing different or what you are doing wrong, uh, and you can implement it and see if it works better for you or not. Okay, so I chose calls over excuses. I didn't want to listen to people do chit chatting. I just wanted to talk to people who can buy properties. Okay. I did not want to wait for perfect markets. I just wanted to sell a couple of units and make some money. Okay. And cold calling was the biggest boon for me. Okay. And I realized over a period of time that why most realtors fail. The common mistakes was the way we use our phone, the way we use our conversations, the way we
Common
structure.
mistakes.
That is how we don't get the client to talk to us or build rapport with them. Okay, so some of the common mistakes are: we ask permission to speak, like, hello, hi, how are you, can I have 2 minutes of your time, things like this. We sound unsure, we have a fear of rejection, so we already assume that probably, yeah, this is not going to work, but let me try. Now it's like knocking on someone's door and saying, hey, you don't want to buy, right? So if you're going to be doing this, you are going to get rejected because you are positioning yourself that you are going to fail, rather than going into that whole calls with a different mindset. Okay. And then another thing is, you call people, the phone rings and nobody picks up. You say, call the second number, third number, fifth number, and they say it's not working, man. People don't answer calls, or they hang up on your face. They say it's not working. So cold calling is not just about scripts. It's beyond scripts. It's about your mindset, about the certainty in your voice. Okay. It's about how we handle that calls. But before that, what stops you from cold calling? Just honest answer. Like, why, what are some of the things that stops you guys from cold calling? Just so that I understand you better. Is it fear of rejection? Is it fines? Okay. We're going to be addressing fines in the end. Okay. I don't like calls. Okay. No one buys on calls. Inconsistency. No one buys on calls. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. I don't like calls. Okay, Tina, thank you. Okay, lack of confidence. Thank you, Ripin, for sharing this. Sana, inconsistency. Okay. See, there is no right or there is no wrong answer to this. Okay. The main reason is the problem is in beliefs. Okay, because all of these reasons can be right. The biggest problem is belief. Weak beliefs is equal to weak action. Fear of rejection is what? Belief. I don't like calling. What are you telling yourself? Where is this thought coming from? Why don't you like calling? Belief. If you would have sold 100 million on the phone, what would your belief be? Would you believe that nobody buys on calls? If I would say that, if you, you are going to get 100 million worth of deals if you make 500 calls, would you guys make that call? Thank you, Suman. Why we are not doing it? Because These are all beliefs, because the way we look at, the way we approach the cold calling, that is the biggest mistake here. The mistake is not about just the scripts that, of course, we are going to look into, or the tonality that we're going to address today, but it is about the beliefs first. Okay, weak beliefs create weak action. So what is the identity? You don't need confidence first, you need belief plus repetition. When your identity improves, your voice changes, conversations happen, resistance drops, because you don't rise to the level of your scripts, you fall to the identity. Because if 10 people are, putting the phone down, hey, don't call me, don't call me, I'm going to complain about you, don't call me, you suddenly, if you identity is not there, yes, that I can convert or I can close, you will not call, and you will just say, no, no, it's not working, it doesn't work, cold calling is not for me. And then we justify this with other beliefs. I don't like to pick up calls, so I don't like calling. Okay, so we are going to fix this today. First things, okay, before we do, would you guys all want to fix this today, or at least get some value from it? Okay, I'm having a, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to be honest and vulnerable with you. I've had multiple rejections. People have slammed the phone on my face. People have, uh, you know, cursed me on the phone. Nobody curses in Dubai, but when I was calling to India or to other countries, when I was calling back to back, they did, and they said, "Don't call up." I said, "Just took their number off." But I have seen that all happen, and I'm going to share with you how I closed, almost like I made 400,000 dirhams commission on the phone without ever meeting a client on a cold call. And I'm going to share a true story, and people who work with me, they know that it happened. So I'll be sharing with you, but let me first tell you, how I would open a call, or how many people start calling. Okay, so hello, I'm calling from XYZ agency, and can I have 5 minutes of your time? Phone goes down. Hello, I'm calling from MR Properties. So can I tell you about a new payment plan? Phone goes down. The way we open the statement, things drop in. Okay, I'll be putting exact scripts, what to use, what I have personally used, in an ebook which I'll share with you. You can all go through it in the end. So here we're just understanding about what works. So this is what worked for me, and I'm sharing it with you,
Good evening.
and you can try it. And I'll telling you why it worked for me. Okay, so when I started pitching initially, I would get a lot of slams on the phone where people were hanging up a lot on my face. But I realized one thing, that I need to become more familiar. I need to become more friendly. I need to become more uh, in their minds, so that they can talk to me. And I believe in one thing, that before people give you their time to visit a property, they need to give me their attention. And if I can't get their attention, I can't pitch. I can't explain it to them. I can't, suggest them anything. So I would start the line something with this respect. For example, hi Omar, it's me. Hi Omar, it's me Anant. I specialize in MR properties, and you had shown some interest earlier. Was it a villa or an apartment that you were looking for? And they'll say, Anant, I don't know. I have not shown interest. So these were the leads that I was calling, which were the old leads. Okay, they had inquired about MR. I got this list from one of the agents who had run some campaign before, and there were hundreds of leads that I've got, but they were all dead leads, and these leads were given to multiple agents to call. Okay, so I'm putting the pretext here. Whom am I calling? Okay, and uh, okay, how did you get my number? Great. Okay, thank you, Nadim. So people do these kind of calls here, that how did you get my number, or what exactly, where did you, why you calling me? Don't show me. So, you can just tell them multiple ways. Okay, I'm going to address all these questions just so that we move forward with this first. So this was my pitch. It's me, Anant. I specialize in MR properties. You showed interest earlier, or I would even go a step further. Hi, hi Omar, it's me, Anant. I specialize in MR properties, and sometime back we had a conversation. You were looking for a property. If I may ask you, was it a villa or an apartment that you were looking for? Pause. And he has three things going on in his mind at that time. One, when did I have a word with him? I never had a word with him. B, if he's really in the market, is he looking for an apartment or a villa? Because the moment you ask a question and then you ask another question, You give a statement and you ask a question. The second time the word actually goes in, it's a hypnotic statement actually. Try this. You can justify me that it doesn't work, but you need to try it and see if it works or not. Okay. There are multiple objection which comes up, but there is a way to handle all those objections, because first we need to get the attention of the person whom we are speaking to. If we don't get the attention, we cannot have a word with them. They can still hang up the call. They say, no, whom did you speak with? What are you talking about? When did we have a word? And then say, okay, uh, just so that I understand you, Mr. Omar, we had a word. You didn't have a word? Okay, probably you must have had a word with one of my colleagues. Okay, just before I hang up, if I may ask you, are you in the market? Are you still looking for an apartment or a villa? Because I had some units which had come up with Imar, which might interest you. Pause. If they're not in the market, they can hang up. It's okay. But if they're in the market, they'll say, okay, fine, let me listen to them. Okay. So that familiarity lowers resistance. Does it make sense for you guys? Okay, thank you. So this is how we are looking at opening a call. Yeah. So Jangir, we're going to put a recording for this on Monday, so you can go through it again. Okay. But I'm just running through because we have 45 minutes here. So I'm just running through. See, what most agents do is most agents quit early. Uh, and they say, oh, it doesn't work. The structure is about opening the line, because opening is the most toughest part. Here, the way you open a call would be more with respect to volume. You have to do number of reps. You have to. So if someone does gym here, they understand in like just putting the weight 10 times, you'll not build a muscle. Probably you need to do it 10 times every day or 20 times every day, or probably you need to go more heavy in the weight that you're lifting. Similarly, in cold calling, you have to remove your emotion before you pitch in and go all in. And my suggestion for some of you guys here is that go with a smile on your face and say, listen, I'm going to kill it today. It's going to be a great call, and I'm going to help someone. I'm going to get a client. And then I pick up a call and say, hi, is it Adnan? And just I'm curious. Sometime back, you were looking for a property. Was it a villa or an apartment you were looking for? I'm a specialist for MR properties. Pause. And he'll say, no, probably I'm not looking, or what is it, Anand? And blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you will have to do it number of times. You will get through it. But opening is the most important part. And this is where most people quit. Your volume will change everything for you here. You have to trust me on this. And your tonality is going to change everything for you here. Okay. But before that, let me ask you guys, people who do cold calling here, who've tried cold calling here, or, how many calls do you do every day? Great. Okay, thank you so much, Sayed, for sharing 50 calls. Azmat Khan, 300. Great. Azmat,
200 calls.
200 calls. Awesome. 75. Great. So, guys who are doing 200 calls, I'm sure you're getting some volume. Okay. You are doing those calls because you somewhere believe that you can do calls and get through it. Because, anyways, what else is happening if you don't know? Okay. So, here we are talking about building the calls in a right way. I started 100. Great. Okay. So, volume is important. Getting those calls, getting people to get in. So if you want to win long term, you need to be consistent, keep doing those calls. And once you start getting those calls, you start getting a pipeline and leads. And then your calls come down because you start getting into that meeting and that lead zone. Okay. So second thing, what we need to do where most people miss is follow up, because this is where the real money lies. Money lies in follow up, timing, notes, persistence. And I'll also tell you something very clear here. Many people want to spend 20, 30, 40, 50,000 dirhams in marketing and advertisements to get new client. But how much money do we spend, or time or follow up do we do on the clients that we have already served before? Because the money lies in follow up. If you follow up, if you consistently follow up, you will be able to build that rapport, and you will be able to open that door. When you meet someone and you want to build a network with, you don't want to immediately get into a partnership. So similarly, when you are calling up, you're not just selling them, listen, buy 6 million now, otherwise I'm hanging up. No, you're not doing this. You're doing the first step. The purpose of the call is not to sell an apartment. The purpose of the call is to build rapport so that you can build a pipeline for yourself, follow up with the existing clients or the pipeline that you have built up, and take them to the next step of whatever you are pitching. Okay. So majority of the people fail because cold calls happen, they pitch and then they don't follow up. Because market reality is changing a lot, guys. In 2025, we had almost 20,000 new agents coming up. These are all registered, few majority unregistered. In 2026, almost 30,000 plus agents are going to be there in Dubai. So if you had one follow up, or if you believe today that for one client there are 10 people, 10 realtors chasing them, especially for off plan, then 2026, by the time the year ends, for one client there'll be 20 agents following up. If you don't upgrade, you will get ignored. If you don't do what is necessary, they will not know you. You will just compete on pricing, and it's not enough then. How many of you guys believe that there are going to be 30,000 plus agents or even 20,000 agents which are going to be there? The competition is going to get more only in 2026. Thank you, Adnan. Pooja, I'm going to take questions at the end. Yeah. Uh, Thank you, Sana, for sharing this. So the market is going to be very different. It's not going to be easier for realtors, and the market is growing. There is room for people, agents who are specialists, people who upgrade their identity, and people who are willing to do what is necessary. So these are one of the four limiting beliefs that I find very common on people with realtors, and which restricts them from doing calls. One, cold calling is hard. Would you guys agree? Or all of you who agree with these four things, that can be, if you have a belief like this, you don't do calls. And I'm telling you guys, those of you who are not doing these calls, somewhere you definitely believe this. Nothing, not 30,000 registered agents per DLD. It is the unregistered agents, where many people who don't have RERA, but they are willing to sell Dubai because they can sell off plan Dubai without having a registration. Okay, the RERA registration. Okay, yeah, I'm going to answer that as well in the end. Okay, thank you guys for sharing this. Agreed. Okay, thank you, Salim, Ahmed, Meher. So these beliefs don't protect you actually. They limit your income. Your beliefs are deciding your income. Your beliefs are deciding your behavior. This is how you choose whether you're going to be doing calls or not. For example, I now switch these beliefs. Okay, and I say that you believe that you're good in cold calling. How would you call? You believe that sales will happen on calls, or one of your colleagues closes 500,000 dirham commission on a call. Now what would be your belief? Everything is the same. You will look at things differently, because when you change, things change around you. And that is what I want to break here, that your beliefs are deciding your outcome. Okay, and it is your income ceiling. Okay, second thing about the cold call, first we've discussed is the opening. The second part is the first impression. Okay, your voice builds trust before words. Clients don't decide only by what you say, they decide by how confident you sound. Your tone tells them that this person knows or this person is unsure. Before logic starts, trust begins with your voice. So if you sound unsure, the client feels unsafe. Guys who are doing 100 calls, 200 calls here, you know what I'm talking about here. People who are just new to cold calling, you will have to learn it yourself, that why people speak to you and why people keep the phone down. Because tonality is everything. So how do we do sound certain? For example, statements must sound firm and not doubtful. Okay, so the price is 2 million. How much is the price for that property? It's 2 million, versus the price of the property is 2 million. So how do you do this? You have to understand that there is something which is called as tonality. How do we please people? And you look at the top global leaders of the world. When we want to please someone, we generally end the statement on a high note. Hello, sir. What we are trying to do is trying to get that other person to catch our tone and take our conversation forward, because we are looking for please. But if you look at all the people in the world, how do they talk? They always start, build it up in the middle, and put it down in the end. For example, the price is 2 million, not price is 2 million. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? How are you, sir? I'm speaking from MR Properties. No, hang up. I'm speaking from MR, or I'm a specialist for MR Properties. Sometime back, you had a call with me. You were looking for a property. Was it a villa or an apartment that you were looking for? Just understand the part of tonality, guys. If you don't get this right, you will miss a lot of opportunity in how you are building it up. I can give you the script, but without tonality, you will not be able to do this. Would you guys agree? Are you getting some value from this already? Would you, if you can put a, okay. Thank you so much, guys. I love your participation here. Okay, fine. So we need to put ourselves this thing. Second thing also is talk slowly, especially on a call. And how do we do this? We need to phase whose phone are we picking up. For example, coming to rule 2 is people subconsciously trust people who are familiar. So for example, if I say my name is Kapil, all couples will generally say okay. And if my birthday is on the same day, they will naturally like me even if they don't know me. And if I'm saying that I'm from the same city, they will say, okay, Anand, I don't know you, but I like you. Subconsciously, we like them. Okay. So this is the part about matching the energy, because this is how we are built. Humans go out in the world looking for people like themselves. And when they find that person, they try to keep that person together. So the moment they pick up a call, for example, if you're calling someone who's Arabic speaking, they would say hello, hello. They will not say hello. You need to just match the hello, it's me, Anant. And I would just start from there. And it makes them understand that I'm not trying to, fool around, but I'm here to match their energy. Someone is speaking fast, I'm going to speak fast. Someone who's speaking slow, I'm going to speak slow. This is the first part of it. But when people are calling you up and they are excited to buy a property and they say, can you get me this price? Can you get me this price? At that time, you have to do a different reverse engineering where you have to break their mental pattern, the way you are talking. So if they're talking very fast, that time you have to talk very slow. If they're talking very slow, then you have to talk a little faster than what they are talking. That is how you will get into their mindset. But that's a different discussion for some other time. Okay. But just understand that you need to match their energy. And if you mirror their comfort zone, or if you mirror their energy, then they will like you. They will be more willing to move forward with you in terms of what you have to say. Okay. So third part, slow down, speak slightly slower than normal, because fast is nervous energy, slow is confident. If you look at all the people in the world who are leaders, 80% of them speak slow. If you just speak slow, it becomes more confident. Okay. And when does the nervous energy come in? When the client says, okay, tell me, what do you have? And they ask you 3 payment plans. Then suddenly our pitch starts picking up. Guys, slow down there. That is the time to build rapport. You got inside the door, you got inside their mind. Now slow down. And one more thing I'm telling you guys, learn to ask questions. Don't jump in, don't explain too much. Ask questions. Can I be honest with you guys here? The your criteria is basically about controlling the conversation. The way you control the conversation is by the questions that you ask, not by the things that you say. You have to lead the conversation. So Are you looking for a villa or an apartment? Is a question. I want to wait. I said, I was looking for a villa, but I don't know where you're calling from. Sorry, Omar, you're looking for a villa just so I understand you better. What villa are we looking for? Like 3 bed or a 4 bed? And any specific community? Because I have some things from Imar because I'm a specialist for Imar properties. But just so that I can understand you better, I have some, great units for sale, and I can help you get the right unit. But I don't know what exactly are you looking for. If I may ask you, like, is it a 3 bed or a 4 bed villa that you're looking for? And I would qualify him. The way we speak will make a difference. Okay. So your tonality is the sound of your identity. Upgrade your identity and your voice will automatically upgrade because you will keep forgetting it otherwise. Okay. So I'll just share a real case scenario with me. So when I came initially, I got a list of old leads, and I called, and this guy was someone who did not want MR, but he was very open. His name was Mr. Rajesh, and I called, and he said I was looking for a villa in Dubai Properties. Okay, now it's Dubai Holdings. That time it was Dubai Properties. I said I invited him to the sales center, fixed a meeting. He came to the sales center. He said, Anand, I'm not looking for this because they only have properties which are um, new, and I'm looking to move in immediately. I build rapport, I influenced, I use the basic strategies of influence program course, which I've already put up for free for all of you guys to learn. Uh, I'll use the same strategies. I got this guy in to have trust on me. He told me I'm looking for a property in Arabella, a townhouse. I did not know what is Arabella. I fixed up a couple of units with brokers. I found the way somewhere. I reached Arabella in Mudon, and I sold him a 1.75 million townhouse uh, and made 17,000 dirham commission on a cold call. This guy came, I helped him, and he purchased from me. And after that, I realized that I will not do secondary. Thank you so much for sharing, Fahad. I would not do secondary because it was too much of an effort and the property would sell itself. My effort would be only 30%. But if I would do primary, my effort is my ability to close is 70% and the client not buying is 30%. So then I shifted immediately. And this is where my next deal came. Uh, I pitched a golf place villa. So these are the old units that I was looking in. If you guys have, any of you guys have read my old ebook, the last ebook that I shared in the last webinar, uh, I shared that, I was focused on selling the dead inventory by Imar, the inventory which had come back again. And it was selling at a higher price with an attractive payment plan and almost 5 to 7% commission to the agents. So this was the villa which I got stuck in. I love that villa. 4 bedroom villa in Golf Place. I sold it for 6.5 million to a client I had never seen before on the phone, not on the first call, but on a cold call. I pitched him, I explained him, I sent the details, I showed him everything, and he bought it because I was able to enter his mind. And the way we do this is first by using to get into that attention. Because actually, what are you doing in person as well? You are trying to show him something so that his mind understands. If his mind can understand on the phone and you can show it to him on a phone like how you are showing him in person and he believes you, why would he not buy from you? So this is what happened in Dubai Hills. This is where how I made the commission. So cold calling, definitely, it was a 4 bedroom villa. Uh, okay, I closed 6.7 million. Awesome, Fahad. Okay, by following me, thank you so much. Great, Fahad. I wish you all the very best. Wish you more luck. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm trying to teach you guys here, that you don't have to do too much. You just have to do the basics. Get your beliefs right, get your tone right. Okay, what matters most in cold calling now so far? What do you understand? D. Okay, Ripin, D. Okay, so all of the above matters definitely, but it starts with your beliefs. Okay, so Correct answer is D, but beliefs drive everything. If your beliefs are right, you will get the right tonality, you will get the right tone, scripts, mindset, thought process, and you will get into a call as if you are enjoying it. Because, guys, tell me something, if you actually enjoy it, if you actually enjoy cold calling, okay, if you actually feel that, yeah, man, I'm going to crush it today, this is what's going to happen, and this is where I'm going to get it. And after 100 no's, I'm going to get 5 listings. How will I call? What would be my thought process? What would be my confidence level? Okay, everything will work out. So I am taking you a step further here, where I want to give you a free ebook. Inside that ebook, I've put the exact scripts that I have used, and I've also put the scripts that how would I use to get a unit for rental, or someone who has inquired before, how would I do the follow-ups, and the tonality rules, basic rules. Okay, I've put up a whole video about tonality, and I'll make one more if you guys want it. We can have a whole uh, class about tonality, because tonality can shape the way we look and pursue things. So that will do. And what we are going to be doing here is just using those scripts. So get that script, start calling tomorrow, put a number on. I used to do 300 calls a day initially when I started, because I didn't have anything else to do. 300 calls. The call would say yes, and the market was so bad that I was able to do it in 8 9 hours. Okay, now probably if you have the right data, probably you can do 50 60 calls and have a right meaningful conversations. Okay, yes, it's also about follow-ups. I've put this, so 300 attempts calling people, not attempts, they're not answering hello, so they say hello, they hang up, they hang up, they hang up. But you start getting their hang of it. What would they say? What would be their objections? How would they move forward? Okay, and what exactly am I supposed to say? Okay, and for this reason, for realtors who are new here, and who have been in the market where they're making 50,000 dirhams or 100,000 dirham or 500,000 dirhams in commission, or even starting up new. Okay, I have a complete offer for you guys, where I am running a complete 1:1 program, where I'm giving the complete identity upgrade. Okay, it's not about we need just scripts. We need something which is beyond script, and that is your mindset. You need to change your identity to upgrade your mindset, because Dubai is changing fast. In 2026 alone, 20,000 or 30,000 new realtors are entering this market. One client today stays by 10 agents, tomorrow will be by 30 plus agents. Because if you don't upgrade your mindset, beliefs, and execution, you won't compete on skill. You'll compete on price. And price is where the career dies, because this is where you will be giving cashbacks, because you don't know what else you're supposed to do. How will you get the new client? So, what I do inside the Million Dirham Club is not motivation. It is, I identify what belief is blocking you, where you lose certainty, why you are starting strong and then stopping, and I correct it systematically. We have weekly check ins every week. What happened in the week? What worked? What did not work? How are you thinking? How is your mindset? And my superpower, my one of the super skills is I have been doing meditation for 10, 12 years. So I am intuitive as well. I can call out your beliefs without you telling me. And I can also change those beliefs if you permit me to. And when that belief changes, things change. And people who are already in the MDC, they all are understanding a different version of themselves, by because they are changing, everyone around them are seeing that change. And if you did not have to upgrade your mindset, then why would footballers, cricketers, top athletes, top performers have a coach? Because you just don't train for skills, you continuously have to upgrade your identity. You had a belief that I want to sell real estate in Dubai. Your belief helped you get here, but today you need a new belief to be successful. Million Dirham Club is only for 20 realtors. The goal is to make 500,000 dirhams in 120 days. That is my promise and offer. But more importantly, It is to build an identity that lasts years, not months. If you are serious about the real estate as a career and not a side hustle, not a trial, then this is where you belong. This is not for everyone. This is for people who want to understand that there is something beyond ourselves. So if you guys are interested, you can put in MDC here. My team will share a link with you, and if you qualify, you can book a call with me or my team, and you will get the same understanding of what a realtor who would make 2 or 3 million dirhams. I have coached realtors who have collectively done over 1 billion dirhams in sales transactions. So I know where we make money, where we lose money, what mistakes we do, and how to rectify those mistakes. Because if we are not going to keep upgrading ourselves, we will not be able to survive in this masterclass. Sorry, in this market. The market is going to be very different than what you're thinking it will be by 2026 end. So this is what it is. Fill the form. If qualified, we connect. Environment changes your whole behavior. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any question for MDC also for you guys. Okay.
Hi, Anand. Can I can I take the
Hi.
lead?
Yeah, please. Kapil.
In benefit to all the members present here. So, whenever I'm very good at cold calling, I never face rejections in cold calling because I call with a lot of enthusiasm. And in my mind, my belief is every 22nd or 23rd call, I a listing or I get a prospective client who is going to buy sometime in the future. So what I do is when I get the first rejection, like rejection number 2 or rejection number 3, I enjoy. I feel happy because I have to another 17 calls only with the nose, and then my yes is sitting there. So my golden egg is sitting there at 22 or 23. This number is fed in my head. And I keep on tracking that. So 22 calls. So I said, quickly I call the first guy, tell no, second no, no problem, no problem. I am more aggressive when I'm going towards the 22 number because at that time, magic happens. 2, I have maintained an Excel sheet and I have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 12. The follow-up is 12 times. After 12 times, for me, this lead has become, I have done my karma. Now, I think I've given it all in. And every conversation that we have, I have also noticed that people talk about so many other things. They'll say, when my son will finish his college, I will buy a property. So I make a note of that in my Excel sheet. So the next time when I follow up, I straight away ask, hey, hello, Anand, your son has finished college?
Yes.
Yeah, he's done. I remember we spoke, and then the conversation becomes as if I'm his family member. So it is working superbly for me. I always enjoy calling. It gives me a lot of juice, and I learn about people in calling. So I talk a lot. For me, it's an amazing tool, and I do it very religiously.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this, Kapil. Thank you so much for sharing this because calling is not difficult. It is the way we are looking at calling. Calling is not at all difficult. We all know we need to call, but why we are not calling is because we have multiple other things which are going on in our mind. That is what actually puts us not to do those calls. So thank you for sharing this very much, Kapil.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
Anand.
You have questions? Yeah, I'm going to be taking up questions. Yes, Sindhuja.
So what about these fines and all they're talking about in the
The fines are there. Okay. And
sorry, someone is
yeah, it's okay. Fines are
Who is
there.
it?
But what happens is that you
Huh?
have to figure out a way how the way you call up. I would not say that fines are not there. Fines are very much there, and you need to be careful about the way you call. So my structure would be call the leads, build your personal brand. So that's a different call altogether. How do we build you know, the list of people whom we call? That is one part. But it is also about the way we call, Sindhuja. If we call it like, which can actually, rub them in the wrong energy, they would be more than taking that effort to put that fine on. Okay. And I would want to do things by the law. So I would initially get those, I would suggest you guys to do it uh, with your permitted list. I did not do it. There were fines that time as well. But this is what worked for me. And this is still working for many of the realtors.
You go, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think she's connection. Yeah, Sindhuja.
Hello?
I think you. Yeah.
Sorry, I got connected. Disconnected. Can you please repeat it?
Yeah. So I'm saying that the fines are very much there. I would pitch and tone it in a way where I would want to still be on the way where we match the energy, we are able to work with the client. But this is a risk that probably I would still take if I was starting again new. But if you call the old leads and you call it correctly, you won't get fines because they inquired somewhere. So it all depends on your lead uh, list as well. In 2018, I had no other option but to do that, so I did it. But that would not
Okay.
hold me from calling people. Yes, Fahad.
Sir, can I
Yeah,
speak, please?
yeah. Please, you wanted to also share something, please.
First of all, thank you very much. I have been watching you since long. I have been connected with your team also earlier, but unfortunately, I cannot join your program. But I am watching you consistently, and it helps me. I started my career as a realtor in March 2025, by the way, and my
Okay.
first deal was closed after 6 months. And from there, I'm consistently closing the deals. Just today I have closed the heights for 3 bedroom, as I said in the message, which is
Awesome.
6.7 million on telephone call, without meeting client, and without I have not seen the client yet. Firstly, thank you so much. भगवान ने मिला दिया आपसे, ऐसे हो गया. Sometime hopefully we meet in real, face to face. I hope so. Secondly, I have one question regarding follow-ups. Okay.
Mhm.
We have a lot of follow-ups created through cold calling and so on. But how to tackle those follow-ups? Like sometimes, client keep pushing. Call me after 1 week. They are listening to us. They are listening to us. They understand what we are saying. We have the questions for them. They have the questions for us. But again, I want to understand how to catch them. Like they need something. They want to invest, but they are not. The mindset they are having, it seems to be they are afraid to invest in the property, or they are like taking some time. So I want to understand from you how to tackle this issue with the follow-ups which we have created.
Okay. Okay. So, Fahad, first of all, congratulations, and I'm happy that I was able to help you in some way. Okay.
Thank
Uh,
you.
the whole perspective about doing the follow-ups is that you need to do one thing correctly is why should they speak to you now? Get that intent very right. So I don't know whether you completed the invisible influence mastery close, but get the intention right. That why am I doing those calls first of all? That is the first part. Because if you're just going to do a call without having a intent behind the call, then you will not be able to
No,
convey.
the intent. So yeah, this is
Yes,
what
yes,
I'm saying. Like,
yeah, first enough. Just hold on. Okay. Second thing, I've got the intent now. Now I'm calling. Hi, Mr. Fahad. It's me, Anant. Sometime back we had a call. You were traveling, and you asked me to give you a call back. Uh,
yes, yeah.
and just so I understand you, Mr. Fahad, that you are still in the market. You're looking for a villa at that time. Are you still in the market? Pause.
Hmm.
No, Anant, I'm not looking right now. Okay, fine. No problem, Mr. Fahad. Thank you so much for taking my call. And just before I hang up, can I just ask you one thing, just so that it makes you understand, like what made you change your mind? Like, is the timing
Mhm.
not matching it correctly, or is it the uh, price that you're not getting or is it someone else who's taking this decision? Like probably the family is not happy. Just so that I understand you better, Mr. Fahad, before I hang up.
Okay, okay,
What am I doing is
understood.
what am I doing is I am telling them that I am going to hang up. So I'm not going to take more time. Subconsciously, I'm telling them this. But actually, I'm taking
Hmm.
all their time.
समझ गया.
Am I making sense?
Yeah,
Okay. So
understood.
use this statement just before I hang up. Can I ask you something? They say, okay, fine,
Yeah.
anyways going to hang up. Yeah, let me just okay, yeah, fine. Okay.
So
So
this is my mistake. Like once the clients like act like this, I might getting shaken, or getting nervous a little bit, so that I am not able to continue uh, the call, like those questions.
correct.
This is
So
this
what?
is might be the thing.
Yeah. So you have to build that confidence up, your identity
Mm-hmm.
up. Fahad. This is where
Mm-hmm.
the sales happen
Mm-hmm.
in real estate. People don't fail because of skills. They fail because of courage.
Okay. Got it.
Courage to ask money. So this villa is for 200 million. You will not, the words will not come out of your mouth if you don't have the identity that
Absolutely.
you can sell something for 200 million. Am I
Correct.
making sense?
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So your identity has to upgrade. If your
Mm-hmm.
identity is that you are already selling properties worth 5, 6, 50, 60 million, and now you're doing a 6 million deal, how are you going to talk to that client? Listen, Mr. Fahad, the market is moving fast. It's not going to stop for you. If you don't take a decision, someone else is. And
Correct.
Dubai doesn't reward people or investors who keep waiting for the right time to come, because there is never a right time.
Absolutely. You're right.
But if I may ask you, what would help you take this decision so that I can compare it for you, that if this is the right time for you or not? So, if I may ask you, if you don't mind, can I ask you a few things? Like, what is the criteria? Why exactly are you looking to buy the property at the first place? The moment you start having a conversation with this kind of a intent, with this kind of a mindset, so that is where everything changes. I hope it gets you some value.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I'm not taking much time because there are other
Yeah, sure. All
joiners
right.
also. Yeah. Thank you
So,
so much. Yeah.
yeah. For you, Fahad, one thing I would tell you: get your beliefs right more. Because if you believe that I have to follow up with clients to do sales, you will not be able to do sales without follow up. Also, this is another belief. When you say on the spot closing happens, it happens for realtors who believe they can close on the spot as well.
Understood.
It's a
Understood.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Thank you.
take care.
Thank you
Wish
so
you well.
much. Thank you.
Yes. Any other questions? Okay. Could you reshare the script? I will share it in the whole group here. Okay. Anybody else wants to take up any questions? I'm open for questions. You can unmute and speak.
Sir, myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Please tell me, Sheikh. Yes, Amir.
Sir, I'm having more than 20,000 plus data of MR properties who have purchased villas.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I am working on cold calling on those numbers,
Mm-hmm.
will that help for me
What would you pitch them, if I may ask you?
for any future investment purpose?
See, what happens is the problem about cold calling is that it's an effort. You should
Yes.
know what is the end goal that you would want to do. Like, for example, when I called people, my goal was only two. A, I want to speak to the client. B, I want to get them to the sales center for MR. That's it.
Okay.
So if I'm calling them, I would, take out few inventories, which would be different segment inventories for apartments, for villas. And then I would narrow it down and I would call them with a clear intention, either to get them to the sales center or to have a builder rapport with them. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you have 20,000, this data of
Leads.
MR properties, these are not leads actually, these are all data. You must have bought it or whatever it is. Okay. Now you call them up, they already have a realtor. They already have
Yes.
10 realtors.
Yes.
The way they will follow you is by the
Mm.
personal brand that you have. So you can have an opening call, but the
Okay.
way they get hooked onto you is when you have personal branding, where you can send them specific videos, specific. Okay, send me the details. What are you supposed to do then? Which details will you send? What will you do? Go the
Okay.
next step forward. This is where the money lies. This is where
Okay.
you build rapport and build authority. Do I answer your question?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Fine. Okay. All right. Gigi, yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so the question is, I am based out of Mumbai and I am in a full-time job.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Like, what can I do in say for 90 days by which I can see some, if I have to build some career in this, so what can
See,
be the
okay, so that's a different discussion altogether. Okay, but I'll just answer it still for you. If you are starting up new in Dubai real estate, first suggestion would be you have to cross that bar, because I'm here helping realtors who are already there to sell better. For you, you need to build your personal brand. You need to be very clear about at least a basic overview of the market, and then specialize in one or two developers only. Build content around it, create leads, build a network of realtors in Dubai, give them the leads right now because you are not there. Build a association and partnership with them, give them your leads. If it closes, take a flight, leave your job, go to Dubai, start doing more of what you have done.
Sir,
Can you double
excuse
down
me.
on this?
Fahad, I'll come back to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
So,
it
like, when you said two, three things, you said one personal brand, build a personal brand, and figure
yeah.
out one or two builders. So, how do I do that? Like, what do you mean by building personal brand?
Okay. So, I'm not the right person right now to answer this because this is not the right platform. I'm only looking for realtors who are already in the market. You're looking for a very basic stuff before the realtors, you become a realtor. Okay. So I'm sorry, we don't have that time to answer that question, but you can go through older webinars about how do you build a personal brand. And we will be coming up with how do you build a personal brand in the upcoming webinars. Learn from that, and then you will be knowing how you can upgrade yourself. Yes,
Thank
Mahendra.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Anant.
Yes. Hi, Mahendra.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
First things first, that you have a very lovely smile, so keep smiling more often.
Thank you. I have $1 billion smile. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you first of all for having this seminar this evening, and also good evening to everyone who's present here on this platform. And my question was like, every morning when I set out from my home, I think that I'll be making these many calls today, and I project myself to a certain tone, as you said, tonality. But when it comes down to calling, I am kind of like afraid to pick up that phone and start dialing numbers because maybe it's about the rejection, or it's about I just feel that people may not have that time for me to answer the questions or those kind of things. So I'm sure this is quite normal amongst a lot of people around here, who are in this platform today. So how do I let go of this feeling and that procrastination that tomorrow or maybe this evening, and that time never eventually comes, and and the time is fast, it's passing more than it's passing as fast as it can than ever before. So how do I get myself to say myself that this is the time, it's now or never, if it doesn't happen right at this moment, then it will never happen ever again, because so many years have passed. I mean, when I say you that I've been trying to achieve something in different forms of careers that I've done, and real estate also was something that I was doing back in 2015, like about 11 years back in Dubai. And I dropped out because I eventually could not get results, and I blamed it on the support that I got. I didn't get from my the company owners that I was working for. And then I tried getting into some other companies, but that also eventually didn't happen. So I left the whole industry altogether and I got into something else. Then again, when I went into it, in that also I could not achieve success, and so on and so forth. So now coming back to real estate after so many years feels so different, and it just brings back some memories of the past. But how do I get myself this time around that, because I've literally not left any options for me anymore, because I've tried many different things that I could, burnt a lot of money, and now finally I'm here to real estate. And how this time around I do not get away from here, and unless I've not earned those millions, as you say.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Mahendra, for asking this question. This question
that's
can be
welcome.
more people. Okay. So I would like to answer this question in a couple of ways and specific to you, just if I
Sure.
would to coach you. So for you, Mahendra, the idea is not about when you're going down and you are, many people think this, that we want to make the calls, but we don't end up making those calls
Correct.
because we are distracted by so many things which are
Yes,
happening. Okay.
that's
The
true.
whole idea is about getting that focus right. And how do we get that focus right? If we get the beliefs right. For you,
Right.
the beliefs are not just on a conscious level that I don't like calling. These beliefs are there. But the bigger
Yeah.
belief for you is fear of judgment. I don't want to
Yeah.
get rejected. I don't want to
Right.
fail. I don't want to
Right.
listen to people. If
Yeah.
we change that belief
Yeah.
and you start believing that it doesn't matter, all people
Mm.
who are millionaires today also had to start somewhere. Today,
Correct.
I'm starting today where I can also pick up a call and I can also
Yeah.
call 5 people.
Yeah.
And even if they reject me, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going because the goal is not to get people to sell. The goal is to
Right.
actually help them buy. And I will be
Yeah.
doing a disservice to them if I'm not able to help them get the right unit. And I am a
Right.
specialist. I believe what I'm doing and I'm focused in one thing. And I am
Right.
every day doing, where the hard work itself becomes the goal. And I want to be
Correct.
the exception. And for me to be the exception, I have to be exceptional and I need to make these calls. And I am in that zone and I block that time.
Yeah.
I'm programmed myself to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. You have to do this. You will get over this. For you, it is not about. So, can I give you some beliefs of yours, Mahendra, if I may ask, if I may?
Please, 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 please.
One belief you have to change. apart from cold calling is I can make money easily. If you will not change this belief, your belief is I have to work hard to make money. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
So if you don't change this belief of yours, cold calling will be hard, follow up will be hard. See, your subconscious mind works like
Yeah.
this is a filter.
Yeah.
If I don't put a tick on this, it will not come. So if you believe I have to work hard to make money, till the time you don't work hard, you will not make money.
That's very true.
Okay. Your another belief is I'm trying to get rich versus I am rich. Now, if you would you agree?
So, like, are you trying to say that I believe myself that I'm rich,
Yes.
or I'm trying to get rich?
You are believing that you are trying to get rich.
I mean, that's something that I may not be able to answer very clearly because, to be
Fine. You want to
honest,
make a million? You want to make a million?
of course, I want to
Okay.
100%. There's no doubt.
Subconsciously, it is trying to get rich
Okay.
versus I am already a millionaire. Okay. I have already made a million. See, what happens is the mind works in a very different way. Mind's
Correct.
work is not to make you happy.
Right.
Mind's work is to keep you safe. So, for you to be safe, what would
Yeah.
you do? You would want to try it. So, mind says, okay, if I have to try, I don't know what is going to be the end after trying. So, let me
Right.
keep you in a position where you keep trying. You cannot
Yeah.
try. You have to be there because if you money doesn't make you a millionaire, deals will not make you a millionaire, Mahinder. You will become a millionaire mentally,
Yeah.
and then the deals will come to you.
All right.
You'll think like a rich person, behave like a rich person, sell properties like a rich realtor, and you
Yeah.
will be rich. But if you're going to try, you'll hustle, you'll struggle, you'll follow up, you'll chase, you'll burn, and then you'll say, "Yeah, I must do this," and then you'll get
Correct.
stressed. So your beliefs are running your entire perspective. If you
Correct.
don't change that, nothing changes about you.
That's very true.
So there are 400 plus beliefs that I change for people. So I coach people in the Indian cricket team. I coach people who are celebrities. I've coached people who are venture capitalists in the US. I still coach
Yes.
them. So we are talking about beliefs. Your
Yeah.
beliefs are going to get you the money. If you
Right.
believe your mindset can make money for you,
Yeah.
it will print it for you. But if you believe that I have to only work, chase, follow up, you will not get that money without doing it. Did I answer your question? Now the
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
second part, what are you supposed to do? So block your time
Yeah.
between whatever time works for you, between 3 to 5, 12 to 2.
Yeah.
Don't go into the morning times because generally people are rushing. Get into that
Rushing. Yeah.
afternoon time.
Yeah.
Start with 3 hours of calling.
Okay.
Maintain an Excel sheet. How many calls are you doing every day?
Correct.
You start creating. And second of all, go a step further. So, for example, if somebody's already picked up a call, Mahinder, what would
Yeah.
you tell them? They say, okay, fine. Thank you so much for sharing me. Send me the details. What are you going to send them? Prepare all of those structures. How are
Okay.
you going to do that? Prepare yourself. Success loves preparation. So if you're
Correct.
selling for an off-plan project, what would you do? And this is exactly what we will be also doing in our next webinar, where we will be talking about how do you have a whole playlist if you want to sell a off-plan property? What would be the
Amazing.
checklist? Would you guys want that?
Of course, 100%. I mean, I would.
So in the next week webinar, we will be doing that.
Right.
How do you do that? For the WhatsApp messages as well, how do you follow up on a WhatsApp message? This is all there in the script I've just shared with you. Okay, you
Right.
can definitely go through that and
I'll
learn
go
from
through
it.
that 100%.
Okay? But does
100%.
it make sense for you? And you need to
Yes, it does.
take
Yes,
that
it does.
perspective. So
Yeah.
you have to coach yourself in two ways. One, you have to coach yourself is on your subconscious conditioning, which is happening every day.
Correct.
And second is the conscious conditioning that you are doing.
Okay.
If you are not going to subconsciously condition yourself, Mahinder, for
Yeah.
the success, you will be conditioned by somebody else. So either you're living your
That's
dream
very true.
or somebody else's dream.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So don't live your future don't get into your future by default. Get in by design. 2026 will end. You will be there. How do you
Right.
want to reach? Plan
Right.
it now before it reaches there.
100%. 100%. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you. It gives a lot of courage. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hi, Anand. Hi, how
Hi,
are you?
Very well. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah. Anand, I have two questions. It's actually two parts. One is, see, I'm a firm believer in networking. So
Okay.
all my sales, they have happened through networking, not from cold calling so far.
Okay.
So I'm not, I'm biased towards networking more than cold calling, right?
Fair enough.
So although I love talking, I'm very good with conversations. People, they share a lot, they talk a lot, but somehow, even although I'm asking at the right time, but I'm not able to get them on table. I'm not able to get them on for the meetings or the site visit. I'm based in India, selling to Delhi NCR. So normally we would invite prospects to, some events that happen on a weekly, on basically Saturdays and Sundays, right?
Okay.
So, so that's the thing that I am facing an issue with. People are talking, they are, they're understanding the projects, they are conversing fine, but when it comes to, for actual meeting time, they just, ghost me.
Okay.
So one
Okay.
thing that needs to be addressed. I mean, what can I do to change that? And second question is, see, being a networker, not networker, I would say being a, rather than sitting in a office and making calls, I would prefer, I know generally this is what I do. I meet people, right? So I'm on field. I'm just out, right?
Okay.
So I have been, I know it's bit erratic, it's unstructured and not organized, but I would like to know how to structure a day for myself, how to be more organized, what kind, and with follow-ups and everything, CRM, no CRM, or I'm not. I just want more information on that.
Okay. Okay. Are you done, Injot? These are the two
Pardon me?
questions. Are you,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you, yeah, okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
What I understand from what you are saying is that you are basically selling real estate in Delhi NCR region, and you are
Yes.
selling them on events where personally your personality trait is that you believe you are a big networker, where you have done your past deals doing networking. So you don't want to get into that cold calling, and you believe that probably you'll go out in the market and meet some people, though even you feel that it is little erratic, but you like doing that versus sitting on a day and do calls. That is first thing.
That's right.
Okay. And the second question is that how should you schedule a day for yourself so that you are able to become more productive? Is that correct?
That's right. What areas? What are those jobs that I do have to complete in a day? Being a realtor, selling Dubai properties.
Okay.
Just some info on that.
Okay. So just before I answer this question, I want to just also tell you that before I moved to Dubai, I sold almost 200 crores worth of real estate in Delhi NCR region. Okay. I have sold M3M, I have sold DLF, I have sold Wave City Center, commercial shops, Wave One. Okay. So I've sold that 3 crore, 5 crore plus ticket size a lot before I moved to Dubai. So I had the beliefs right before I moved there. Okay. Then I sold
Oh,
Dubai.
no,
So
my beliefs are in place. I'm
yeah,
perfectly fine
yeah,
with that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've already made very good sales in last quarter.
Great.
So yeah, sold 25 CR worth of Dubai properties in last
Fantastic.
3 months.
Fantastic. Congratulations. So it just how you should do is, first of all, this is a belief perspective where you say that I believe I can network and sell. Because you believe, you will find people who will be able to meet you, love the discussions what you're having, find the insight from you, and will close. So that work thing is working good with you. You should not change anything about networking. What you should change about yourself is about building a personal brand. Your work will magnify more if you can create content, shoot content, and publish that content in front of right people versus the erratic work that you are doing on a day-to-day basis. Why is that important? Is because you have a FAQ which goes on. So there is a pattern in which we do the networking, and we build rapport, and then it goes from person to person, which is different. But 70-80% of the initial part is the same, which you do. After that, how do you follow up? How do you have a system? The basic FAQs, you can all create content on that. Multiply your work. That is one. This will also help you in terms of the beliefs that you can build up to do calls. Now, You must do calls. Why am I saying you should do calls or you must do calls? Is because there's a lot of money there. If you're already leads are in place, you don't need to do. That's a different discussion
No,
altogether.
no, it's not about need to do. I understand that. I do understand the need of calling. That's why
Yeah.
I'm sitting here
Yeah.
listening and
So what
participating in this.
happens is it's a
I
matter
do
of,
make calls, but
yeah.
it's 20, 30, 40 calls, but and majorly follow-ups with those who I've already spoken with.
Yeah. So the way you do a follow up is you call them, then you also have a content strategy which pushes them that, okay, I had a call with you, thank you so much for connecting, and I'm just sharing a video. Is it okay? Or can you follow up on my Instagram? Or can you do this? Or can you do that? The moment you do this in a call as well, your calling will become easier because your authority starts building up. If you only call, you only position yourself as a salesperson. But if you call with an authority and a content to back it up, it will make it easier for them to follow up and also get back to you. And also, you can have your own broadcast list in place. So, for me, if I would be starting today and I would position my day, I would put my day something in this order where morning part I would look into what's going on, and I would probably create content for first 3-4 hours, get my content right. Second part of the day would be for calling and for doing follow-ups. And third, if there is a meeting which is happening, then of course that supersedes everything else. Okay, so this is how I would want to structure my day, but I would not do anything erratic, because if I'm not going to plan my day, I will not be able to plan my life. This is how I would look at it, but everyone is different. This is my answer to your question.
No,
Does it
totally makes
answer?
sense.
Yeah. Okay. And the second part is create content, Ikjot. If you're are you doing that content strategy, right?
I have just started actually.
Just
Made my
started.
first video last week.
Awesome. Do more of it. Do more of it. You have to do more of it. You need insane amount of volume today to beat Dubai Realtors in Dubai selling Dubai properties. Okay.
Got it.
The part is about being a specialist, going all in, and then doing it for a long period of time. All right. Yes, Deepika. Thank you,
Sure.
just
Thank
for
you.
the question ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Deepika, please go ahead.
Sure, no problem. Hi, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Come down to my office. Have a look. Hi. It is lovely joining in the meeting, sir. I just
Okay.
wanted to ask, like, I'm a new joiner in being a realtor, and I'm in Dubai. Before, I was working as in finance.
Okay.
But so what is the best advice which you can give to a new joiner, coming in realtor field, not never done sales before? Best advice. Then second scenario I would give to you, like, if I'm continuously calling, okay, I'm calling them, I'm giving them information, and they're saying send me the details on WhatsApp. And when I'm seeing the WhatsApp, they are not even looking at it. There's no blue tick. None of them are looking at it. So probably what is the reason? And how can I get into sales properly? What advice you can give me? Then one scenario was like, they said that they have already visited the site, and I know you much better, like I know much better than this, what information you're giving you, but so how can I bring them to the table? And what best information can you give me to bring them to the table and close the deals? Also, like, the second thing is, they are just cutting my phone. They are not answering after some follow-ups. Also, I would like to ask, how many calls should I do in a day? How many calls I should increase? The content, the point that you just said, I will definitely do the content creation. That will be, I'll make sure of that. But what these points which I just asked you, like, if you can give some,
Yeah.
light to that.
Yeah. So, Deepika, if I may ask you, what exactly are you selling now?
Basically, we are premium channel partners for all of the market in Dubai.
Okay.
And so it's like
So,
Azizi, Ima, Tamak,
what are
so
you
many.
calling for? What are you calling people for?
Basically, so it's like Azizi.
Okay.
Because I am a new joiner, so what my people told me to look forward to first, like, otherwise it will be full khichdi in the mind. So just learn few projects, go ahead with those, and then go ahead. Like, once you get full knowledge, you can pitch so many other projects as well.
D2 पे अच्छा
Okay.
पता ही नहीं था
So, what my suggestion would be, Deepika, I'll just jump in and just answer a few questions for you. First
Yeah.
thing, don't sell a property which you will yourself not buy. That should be the first concept. Learn the property. For example, walk in with the mindset that if you had all the money, which property will you buy? Which developer would you buy? Choose that developer. Okay.
Okay. But it
You
depends, no, sir, because people are looking for investments or they are
no, no,
looking
no.
for their own living.
Not about the investor. It is about you first. Listen to me. It's not about
Yeah.
the investor. Investors are buying everything in Dubai. There are billions of
Okay.
properties being sold. You are not selling everything. You cannot sell everything. First, choose
Yeah.
what you feel right. If Azizi feels right, go all in. If Ellington feels right, go all in. If Nashama feels right, go all in. Whatever feels right with you. Okay. Second thing,
Yeah.
learn the details of the project in
Yeah.
detail. Don't do skimming work. Get becoming a specialist. How to become a specialist? Ask the right questions to the salesman. Get the right questions in. Why should people buy in now? Why would they not buy in 2025? What are they going to miss if they don't buy in 2026? How do you see the market is going to change? Get the basics question which the investor is going to write, or you can build curiosity. Get it right on the script. Okay? If
Okay.
you don't have it with you, your confidence will be low.
Yeah.
So get those questions right. Now, third part is calling people. When you call people, you asked a very interesting question, which is a common question where people say on WhatsApp, you follow up and you send them the detail, but they don't answer the questions back.
Exactly. Yes. They
So,
just cut the phone.
yeah, they just cut the phone. So, how do you answer the question? Is the way you send them the details. For example, if someone says, okay, Deepika, is it okay if I can just send you the details? And you say, yeah, sure, just send me the details for this. He says, okay, so that before I send you the details, if I may ask, uh, what exactly would you want me to send the details about? Is it about the payment plan or the size that you're looking for, or the timing? Because if you want, I can create a structured detail and I can share a specific detail for you.
Okay. But how do we get to know that okay, this is a buyer who is a genuine buyer?
You don't
Otherwise,
know.
we are just wasting time sending them on WhatsApp and they are not even looking
You are
at it.
sending the wrong thing, Deepika. See, I don't have the time here to make you understand this, but what you are doing wrong is you are calling them up and they're sending you a saying that send me the details, I'll check.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you send them the brochure of the company and the
Brochure,
details,
payment plans, everything what we have, like
and they don't. Okay.
they don't even see.
So I would suggest you, I have created a free invisible influence mastery course. It's for
Okay.
6,000 dirhams. It's free for you,
Okay, sir.
for
Okay,
everyone
sir.
here. Go
Okay.
through the entire course.
Okay, sir. How will I
There are
get that course, sir?
I'll ask my team to put in a link here. Okay.
In the group?
Go through all the things. There are how do you do the softness? How do you speak? What are the right sentences to use before? If you do that entire thing, your conversations will become very easy. Then
Okay.
you will be able to qualify the client. Why do they
Okay.
want even send the details? Just, okay, send me the details. So, Mr. Prospect, just so that I understand you better, what exactly are you looking for?
Mhm.
What exactly
Okay.
would you want to buy? What exactly is about Nishama or Azizi that you like? I don't know. You send me the details. Okay, fine. I'll send you the details, but I don't want to waste your time. And I just want to send you something which is more specific for you. What is more
Yeah.
for you? If I may ask you, is it the payment plan? Should I send it highlighted or something else? Or any inventory would you want me to highlight?
Okay.
You are gonna don't send them anything. It's a waste of time. You're not qualifying them.
Actually,
You need to qualify better to sell them.
mm,
All right.
yeah.
Go through that course. You'll understand a lot. My team has already put in a link. Go through that course. Okay. I hope
Yes.
the answer helps
Yes,
you.
sir. A lot
All right.
made sense. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anybody else? We have 5 minutes more. If anybody has any other question.
Hi, this
Yes,
is
Ina.
Ramya this
Yeah.
side. I work in the secondary and offline both. I've been working in secondary from the past 1 year, and actually, I have buyers from secondary sales I've worked in. So I have owners which I am very connected with, which
Mhm.
they trust me, and the sales which I do. But it's kind of hard to convince them to transition into off plan. So it's like
Okay.
I have those owners who have already invested and they have rented and they have sold their apartments, but it's
Mhm.
hard to convince them to transition into off plan sales. So Like,
Okay.
is there some points which I can tell them to
Yeah.
which
So
will convince them?
I've put them. I've put it in the ebook again. Few points there. I would like you to go through that, and if you get some value in terms of learning from that, you implement it. So, for example, if someone is already renting and someone is already bought from you before, you can follow up. Hi, this is and sometime back I helped you get this property. I was just curious. There was, since you're paying XYZ rental, if at the same rental there were some options which came up, which where you can pay yourself, and so you can create a pitch around it and pitch them. Okay, and then wait, understand what is their psychology, and pitch them. Don't only look at the past buyers to get to the becoming the new buyers, because you need to first build your identity as an off plan specialist. If you want to make a million plus in off plan, you will not be able to do it till the time you're just going to get by selling few off plan properties, because those properties are just going to go by and you'll not be able to sell it because you will not have enough details about that property, that why should it work for you, for that prospect. And if you believe that you love the property you are selling, love what you are pitching, you believe in that product, you work for it, you don't need too much. 20 deals if you do in a year, you'll end up making more than $1 million in off plan.
Okay, got it. Like, I mean, it makes sense. Also, I
You don't
wanted
have to spin around everywhere. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, also I wanted to know about, like, what is the supposedly correct timings which you can cold call in a day? Because, like, see, afternoon, if I try to do calls in the afternoon, which is like around 11 to 12, like 1 or 2 p.m., it's like people are in their workspace and they can or cannot attend my calls. And if I try to call in the evening, they are returning from their workplaces. They are supposedly tired from the whole day, and they are probably they will just snap at us.
Yeah. See,
So, like, what
there
is
is,
the
there is,
supposedly correct timing?
okay. There is no right time. Every time is the right time. You cannot time that market. All you have to do is be there, keep calling, you will get the leads. There is no time. If you have already done callings and you've been in the market, you realize that some people who spoke to you were at probably 10 o'clock in the morning, some people spoke at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, some people spoke at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There is no right time. The thing is volume. You have to call. So I would generally start my calls around 11 o'clock. But, uh, but it's up to you. When would you like to start? There is no cold call. Go with the right intent. You will be able to do it. Okay.
Yeah, hi, Anant. Just wanted to thank you for this wonderful this. Just one specific thing. I love the passion which you have for cold calling. How can you add value while making a cold call? Adding value is very important.
Yeah. So depends upon what you're calling for. So if, for example, if someone is, you're, renting, or you're doing secondary or doing off plan, get that perspective right. Get that feel right. That why am I going to do this call? Like, how am I going to help this guy? And I would want
I
to get
want him to come to the sales office then.
that's the only objective you should have initially. Okay,
Right.
that's the only first thing. So, hi, it's me, Anant. I'm speaking from. I'm a specialist for MR properties. Sometime back, you inquired. Uh, if there's something that you're looking for, if they're not in the market, you cannot sell real estate to people who are broke.
Mr.
So you need
Anand.
to ask them whether
But
they're in
then
the market.
he's getting 10 such calls. How am I adding value?
How are you going to add value? Is by pitching them in the right tonality, building the right rapport. I've created a whole masterclass course. Please attend that course. You'll get some value from it. It's a free course.
Okay.
7 modules. It's only live for 1 month. After that, I'm going to take off that course. So if you want to learn how to build rapport quickly, attend that free course. All right.
One minute, Mr. Anand. I have a
Yeah, yeah,
question.
yeah. I'm just going out. Yeah, please tell me, Sikandar.
Anand, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank to organize the session. Our whole team is listening to on the screen. So I have a question. While pitching an offline project to a new investor in the market, at the same time, other agents are offering the kickback, like a developer is offering a 5% commission, and other agents are offering the kickback 3%, 4%. In this situation, what should I do? What's supposed to we do?
Okay. So thank you for asking this question, Sikandar. See, what happens is uh, when you call, that's you're asking a second question. The question is not about cold calling. The question is, what you're asking is, how should we tackle a cashback from a client? Is that correct?
While we are pitching the offline project to a new investor in the market, and he is also attached with the other agents same
Correct.
time, and
Yeah.
other agents are offering the kickbacks,
Yeah. So what
for
Kannan, what happens is that there is no right and wrong here by giving cash back to the client. My suggestion, the way we handle the objection of a client makes them go with us versus anybody else. So if we don't have these four pillars, one pillar is of having an authority. Why should they buy with us? If you don't have a personal branding or a content or a very strong page that you are buying from me because I'm a specialist in this with this developer. So you are buying peace of mind with me that if you're anywhere in the world, you will let me know. You don't have to worry about anything else. I'll help you sell this because I only work here. A. Second, my content speaks about that. B. So, and third, I want to also address that question. So now coming to this question, somebody says that, hey, Anant, thank you so much for, pitching this property, but XYZ agent has already pitched me this property. Okay. And he's already giving me a cashback as well. Why should I go with you? He asked me a simple straight away question. How should I answer this question? I would answer this question in a way that, "Hey, Mr. Prospect, thank you for being honest with me and sharing this with me. Just so that I understand you better, it's fine. Actually, off-plan projects is sold by many agents. For the property, what the developer is selling, but the exact unit which can get you the maximum ROI. I don't know which unit you are selecting. So that is one part. I would bring them to that. And second is, what is the reason why you've already not booked with them already if the property is there? Because if he's still in the market and not already bought the property, that means he might not just do fishing. So I would qualify in multiple ways. I would recommend you go through that ebook. Next week, I'm doing a whole webinar about how to plan for off-plan sales because I'm out of time here. Okay, I have sessions booked up after this. So I'll leave you with this. Go through it. I'll answer this question again, but first read that ebook. This objection is very much mentioned there. All right, Deepika, I'll be going right now and wish you all the very best. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Thank you so much.
So just two questions.
Thank you so
So
much.
how many calls a day as per your guidance?
200 to
And how
300.
okay. And how many what is the best way to learn Dubai map? Because for the all the locations and everything. And the third
Don't
question is how to
learn.
crack a deal.
Don't learn the whole of Dubai. You'll waste your time. Don't learn
Okay.
Dubai. Learn one developer. Become a specialist. Go all in. If a developer
Okay.
is spending a billion dirham building a property,
Okay.
learn why is he spending a billion dirham. If you will just learn that, you can become a specialist.
Okay.
Because
And
the
what
market,
time, sir?
sorry.
What time will it take to crack a deal like the first deal?
It can be anywhere between, like somebody shared here, they did it 3 deals in 2 months. Okay, I
Oh,
took
okay.
2 months to do one deal. Okay, and then I did
Mhm.
worked, and then many deals happen in 1 month. It all depends on person to person. Nobody can say that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
That
take
was
care
lovely session, sir. Thank you so much.
so much. Thank you so
So
much.
you the links you'll be sharing in the group.
Yeah, I'll share it in the group.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you. Bye.